This is Robert Lamar with Scholarly Me Live via LA Talk Live. I'm with Gerald, Gallo Negro, Washington. And I am so excited to be here, man. I've been such a fan of your whole career, your whole progression from the time you started till now. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Well, fuck it, we got time. Boxing. When did you first start boxing?
Started boxing as a kid, man. I was about 8 years old. I started at the Omega Boys and Girls Club in Vallejo, California. It's an after-school program. That's where I fell in love with the sport, man.
Yeah.
I would go to the Omega Boys and Girls Club, man. I'd knock out my homework, man. I'd run back to that boxing gym. You know what I'm saying? And we grew up like in a little, it was a little rough around the edges, our little neighborhood, man. So we would run around the parks, and then we would run into some dudes, man, that's out there hanging out on the street.
Yeah.
Man. And they be like, man, y'all weak, man, whatever, blah. And then my coach was like, he wasn't one of those coaches that just, keep it pushing. He said, oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, come up to the gym. Hey, they came up to the gym, you know what I'm saying? They came up to the gym, and he said, Gerald, put your stuff on.
Right.
I put my stuff on, man, and I beat up these bullies, man. Knocked them down, knocked them out the ring, made them mad. They slamming the headgear on the floor. They walk out the gym all mad. It was a victory for me, man.
Right.
You can imagine that as a little kid. And these kids are like 3 years older than me.
Okay.
But I got these little skills for boxing, man, and I that's when I fell in love with boxing, man. I was so packed. That's why I was like, ugh, I felt so good, man. I walked so tall. When I went to junior high school, everybody already knew who I was.
Right.
Cause I dealt with this dude that was in junior high school. I was in elementary school. And it was just like, man, from then on, I fell in love with the sport, man, and I stayed with it.
What part of Vallejo? Did you grow up in the Crest or did you grow up in
Loftus, baby.
Okay. All right.
Outside, man.
So is that like E4E territory where you grew up, or is that?
I'm in North Vallejo, man. North Vallejo.
Or is that Mac Dre territory?
Yep.
Okay.
Close to Mac Dre territory, man, but we love Mac Dre.
Yeah.
We love Mac Dre, man.
You went to the military.
Yeah.
And how do you think that shaped you in life for you doing your years in the military? You did Navy, is that correct?
Yeah, I did 4 years in the Navy, man. But before that, I had ROTC all through high school.
Okay.
Man. It was a great experience, man. I fell in love with military, man. Everything that it stood for, and it was just like, as a kid, man, I just wanted to go explore the world. I
Right.
wanted to go get on the ship, man, and just go to different ports, man, and go see different people, different cultures, man. I wanted to go interact, man, with the world. So I was so excited to go do something like that, man. And I had it was a great time in the military, you know what I'm saying? I got to go be off on my own, man.
Yeah.
And live a dream.
Let's get to your name.
Yeah.
You get this question asked a million times. Gallo Negro.
Gallo Negro.
Gallo. See, yeah, you can tell I don't know Spanish.
The two L's make the Y, baby.
There we go. How did you come up with that name, man?
Because, man, it's just my mother's from Mexico, my father's African American, man. I'm the black rooster, you know what I'm saying? That's something that brings the world together, you know what I'm saying? Everybody knows the black, the negro, and,
right.
And then they see that Gallo, man. It just gets people talking, gets people curious, and then you gotta understand, man, that the roosters are you gotta protect the coop, you know what I'm saying?
That's
so
right.
When they see another rooster, man, they don't like that, man. They flare up, man. Hey, get up out of here, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Defending their turf, man, and that's how I feel when I'm in the ring. I got another guy in there, another rooster, man. I gotta kick him off on turf.
How proud does that make you feel that you represent both? I mean, I know people kind of ask like, so what are you a Mexican American fighter?
Yeah.
Are you a Black American fighter?
Yeah.
You're both.
I'm both.
How do you feel being able to represent straight down the middle, 50-50?
Yeah, man, it's a beautiful thing, man, because I grew up with my Mexican side, you know what I'm saying? All my mother's family's from here, all my cousins, man. I did all my stuff, went to church, everything I did in Spanish, man. And I went to school in Mexico in 8th grade for a little bit. I lived down there with my godmother. I lived on the ranch, man. I got to really experience the culture, man. So I carry that with me, man, everywhere I go. You know what I'm saying? I get that fire from my mom, man. My mom's side, so it's a great thing, man. But I always got the sense, you know what I'm saying? You guys gonna see a brand new me, man. It's gonna be an exciting night, man, because I'm gonna bring it all together. It's all gonna come together, man, on the year of the Rooster, man, February 25th.
Now, just to keep it real with you, I've been one of your biggest critics over the years. Just watching you because I saw how raw you were. Well, the first thing I ever saw from you, I'm like, God damn, look at this athlete in the ring. I've never really seen such an impressive athlete, but you were raw. You were raw than raw eggs. Watching your progression over the last 4 years, how do you think that has brought you to the point where your mental toughness? Because you had some tough ones. The one with Mansour, you know, that one went the distance. And other fights where it seemed like the conditioning was kind of like not as good as it should have been. How have you addressed like your mental toughness and getting to where you're at now, and also like your conditioning, like your overall like skill set, being a championship contender at this point?
It's just an understanding, man. You got to get a balance of everything. Everybody thinks, you know, you're big and strong. It's not about being big and strong,
Right.
athletic, being in shape. I don't care how many miles you run. You have to understand the science of the fight, man. And the only way to gain that knowledge is to be in that ring and experience that. You know, you got to spin those. You got to do the rounds. You got to do the rounds. You got to get hit. You got to know how to. You know, you got to know all the different parts, man, of the ring, man. When to step up, when to take advantage, when to back off, when to walk around, when to protect yourself, when to counterpunch. You got to understand all the different aspects of the sport. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just get in there, walk around, knock them out. I tried to do that, you know what I'm saying, and I got tired doing that. Now I let the other dude in the door. So I was like, all right, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to take my time, and when I clip them, then I'm going to take them out of there. So I've had that mentality, you know, and it worked thus far until I got to the Mir Mansour fight where I learned that you got to draw the line. You know what I'm saying? He never hit me with anything because I would never let him in my space. You know what I mean? But I understand that. You gotta let your hands go. You gotta cross it. You gotta draw the line in the dirt and say, "Hey, man, that's it. I ain't moving back no more. You gotta move back." And I learned how to step to them and apply pressure and how to break them down. So I'm looking forward to this, man. It's gonna be a fun night.
When we look at you fight, you can tell that you're like a very strategical fighter. You think a lot in the ring. Do you think that is kind of like hindered like your aggressiveness?
Yeah, definitely. It's taken away from that. But you know what? It was necessary. You know what I'm saying? But now everything's starting to balance out now. Now I know how to be aggressive. Now I know how to compose myself. It's all about